The storm was gone, but its memory lingered. The valley lay scarred and quiet, like a great beast wounded but breathing still. Fallen trees stretched across the riverbanks. The air smelled of wet earth and ash. The tribe moved softly now, no laughter, no shouting, only the rustle of steps on damp soil, the whisper of wind through broken branches. Days passed. They rebuilt their shelters, hunted smaller prey, gathered roots and fruits. The rhythm of life began again, slower but steady. Yet something had changed within them all. They had seen death's face and lived. And deep inside, a strange stillness grew, a silence heavy with unspoken questions. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, Aruz sat alone by the river. The water shimmered red and gold. The sound of it, the steady pulse, the endless murmur, filled the empty places in his mind. He picked up a hollow bone, smooth from the flood's passage. He blew into it by chance, and a soft note trembled out, thin, strange, alive. Aru froze. He tried again. Another sound came, deeper this time, shaped by breath and curiosity. He smiled. For the first time since the storm, the sound of life did not come from fear or pain. It came from within. Behind him, footsteps stirred the grass. Lina approached quietly, carrying a basket of wild berries. She sat beside him without a word. Her hair caught the last light of day, glowing like fire in the dusk. Aru handed her the bone tube and gestured. She tilted her head, uncertain. Then she raised it to her lips and blew. The sound wavered, clumsy, uneven, but it made her laugh. A sound so pure, so free, that Aru's heart leapt. He laughed too, a low, rough sound that felt strange in his throat. The echoes mingled with the water's rhythm. Something magical happened. Aru took a flat stone and tapped it gently against another. Tuk-tuk, tuk-tuk. Lina added a hum, soft and rhythmic, following the beat. The air seemed to glow. For the first time, the world heard music. It was not made of words or thought. It was made of heartbeat and breath, of the river's murmur and the wind's sigh. A language older than speech, born from the need to say what could not be said. The sound drew others from the camp. Children came running first, their eyes wide with wonder. Then the elders, moving slowly, drawn by curiosity. The tribe gathered in a circle around Aru and Lina. At first, they only watched. Then someone clapped stones together. Another struck two sticks in rhythm. A child laughed again, a high clear sound, and soon the whole valley was alive with the pulse of this new discovery. It was joy, pure and ancient. The hunters stomped their feet, mimicking thunder. The women hummed, their voices weaving like threads through the air. Flames flickered, painting faces in gold and red. Aru's rhythm grew faster. Lina's hum rose higher. The tribe followed, their movements wild and free. For the first time since the dawn of life, humanity danced. And as they danced, something within them changed. Fear fell away. Pain softened. They were no longer just bodies surviving. They were spirits expressing. Lina's voice soared, a sound between song and sigh, as if the storm, the river, the fire, all of nature, was singing through her. Aru watched her, his chest tight, his eyes burning with awe. He didn't understand why tears formed, but he let them fall. They were not of sadness. They were of beauty. When the fire burned low and the dance faded into stillness, the tribe sat quietly together. The stars glittered above, the river hummed below. No one spoke. They didn't need to. Garo, the elder, looked at Aru and Lina. His wrinkled face softened. He touched his chest, then the sky, a gesture of reverence. The others followed. It was as if they had all understood something sacred. They could speak to the world without words. Lina turned to Aru. Her eyes glowed with tears and light. She reached out, placing her hand over his heart. He felt the warmth of her palm, the rhythm of her pulse, steady, alive. He took her hand in both of his and pressed it to his lips. Not a gesture learned, but born. The tribe watched, silent, witnessing the first act of love ever known. Later, when all others slept, Aru and Lina remained awake by the dying fire. The night was cool, filled with the soft chorus of insects and wind. Lina picked up the hollow bone again. She blew into it gently, this time finding a slow, mournful tone. Aru joined her with soft taps of stone. The two sounds blended like a heartbeat and breath, together forming a melody that drifted into the stars. It was not a song for the tribe. It was for the earth, for the river, for the memory of the storm. For everything they had lost and everything they had found. When the final note faded, Lina leaned against Aru's shoulder. He rested his cheek against her hair. In that moment, the first music of humankind, a song without words, rose into the night and became part of the wind. And the wind carried it far, over mountains and seas, where even now, in the hearts of humankind, its echo still lingers.